Hey doggy, we need to talk about shipping right now, and more importantly, why we can't implement the shipping the way that you've requested right here. There is basically two variations that you're asking for right here: distance, which you see up top, and then weight. And neither one of those variations are something that we can do with the way your store is currently set up. Now weight we are able to add if you wanted to take the time to weigh your product. But right now, the store doesn't have any way to know that $50 of jerky is over or under 3 pounds, or $50 worth of cookies are over or under 3 pounds. There's no data there for it to pull from. So when you're talking about charging them differently based off of weight, it's not feasible right now. Now distance is proving to be another issue because it's just not really done like that. Now, you can go to FedEx and FedEx is going to give you a quote, but that's FedEx's big software that they pay big bucks for that tells them how much they can charge to make a profit based off of that. That's not simple software that just attaches to any store. Now, we do have something that's kind of similar. There is a plugin that you can purchase that goes through FedEx, and it will pull up calculations for you. So once they put in their shipping and all that kind of jazz, FedEx will actually spit back how much it'll cost them to do these particular things. You can see overnight, priority, standard, all that kind of good stuff. Now that's not going to conform to your prices right here. That's coming directly from FedEx. So you wouldn't have any control over what you're charging for shipping. That could be a good thing because it takes some of that guesswork out of your hands. It could be a bad thing because you don't have any control over the prices. It's figuring out what's more important to you, I guess, at this point in time. Now, all the other shipping and delivery modifiers that we've put into place so far, we use this particular setup. Now, when we're dealing with 50 zip codes, that's a lot of zip codes, but that's manageable because we can figure out which of those 50 fall within the loop and which one of those 50 don't. But we can't really say that 1,000 zip codes fit within 150 miles here and 1,000 zip codes fit in, there's no way for us to find that data. So what we did to make delivery work is not really going to work based off shipping. So these are the modifiers we have right here. You can see that these are things that we can change and we have control over. For instance, for delivery, all the zip codes we put in here, if their shipping data equaled one of the zip codes we put in here, then it charged them a particular amount, versus if that zip code didn't match up, then it charged them a different amount. So that was an either or type of thing, and that was easy enough. We can do the same thing with city. We can do the same thing by state. We don't really have a distance-based modifier. It's all based off of conditions that they enter in when they're filling out their shipping data. So this is really the easiest thing to work around right here, the easiest way to look at it, unless you want to put out some money toward the FedEx stuff. This is just unfortunately one of those areas where there's just not a lot of software for us to pull from, and it's not something that anyone can sit there and code on their own. So let's try to find a solution that's going to work closest to what you have in mind, but let's keep in mind what our barriers are and how we can work around them at this point.